Hi everybody, it's time for another J9's Patio Chat check-in. Number 408. Well, HRM and surrounding areas were in lockdown for 4 weeks as of last Friday, and today the rest of the province joined us. So the province of Nova Scotia is under lockdown for 2 weeks, and there were actually additional measures that were taken that we didn't have under the HRM and surrounding areas lockdown. And so, just of course, that's how I have to start because it's been the preoccupation of my day. And in fact, I wanted to do my patio chat outside, but it's darker. It's starting to get dark, and I spent some time checking in with people and making sure folks were okay. I want to send a lot of love to all my friends and family back in Cape Breton. I know this is the first time for lockdown since the lockdown we all experienced after COVID-19 pandemic hit us all across the country. And I want to send that love out to all of the province. Anyone, no matter where you are in the province, we are all impacted by this lockdown because it is a province-wide lockdown. And so, but I do know that, today we had 96 individuals reported as testing positive for COVID. So that's the highest number we've seen, and it can be really scary for folks. So just wanted to, again, check in with folks and make sure you're okay. I know it's, again, really tough. I wanted to thank three Michelles in my life: Annette, Jen, Shannon, Andrea, Cheryl, Robin, Darlene, Lorna, Joan, Tammy. If I have forgotten anybody, I apologize immensely, but I do appreciate those who reached out. I've been trying to reach out to as many people as I possibly could to see how folks are doing. So that's what's happening in Nova Scotia. But I do want to say something. First of all, I want to say that I have focused a lot in Nova Scotia, particularly in the last little bit. Things have gotten progressively worse here in the last few weeks. So I live here, and a lot of people I care about and love live here, so it has been my focus. But I care about and love a lot of people that live in a lot of different places. So I haven't forgotten about you, rest assured, but it definitely has been my focus because it's impacted me personally living here. But something that came to mind when I was checking in with people today, my brothers, I should say, Patrick, Bryce, and I have a siblings chat that we have going every day. And Patrick and I both live in Nova Scotia. Patrick lives in Cape Breton. I live here in Halifax. Bryce lives in Atlanta. And since COVID-19 started, he has been in Atlanta. And despite the many times that we have talked about, being in lockdown, the different things that have happened, I've talked about not being able to go home for different things. My brother has sat through all of that, and he hasn't seen his family since Christmas 2019. And so it has not gone unnoticed by me, Bryce, that that's the case. And I know that there's so many of you that are in that situation. So it just sort of struck me today when I was feeling sad and just seeing, how people were feeling that, we all, again, like I said yesterday, we're all impacted in different ways. But I wanted to send a special shout out to my brother because I know that sometimes you may not think we think about it, but I do. I think about the fact that you have not been home since Christmas 2019 and that you listen to us talk about what we're going through at home. So thank you for that. Ooh, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, guys. You know me, I'm a really emotional person, so I feel like that's what's gonna happen. But I want to be able to be happy for the birthdays because I love birthdays. I am a birthday person, and my birthday month is coming up. And you will be hearing about it. So, birthdays. It's a beautiful Aslan's birthday, and she is 6 years old, and that is Terry and Danielle's beautiful girl. And unfortunately, she's had to change her birthday plans for a couple of years in a row. But I know that there are a lot of people making sure that she has a special day. So I hope, Aslan, you had a wonderful day, and if you happen to watch this, I'm sending you all the love, and I hope you had a great birthday. It's Taryn's birthday, and she's 17 years old, and that is my friend Tracy's daughter. And Tracy and her husband Jim, they live in Ottawa, so I used to work with Tracy at FAC, and I think they're in Ontario. I think they're in Ottawa or somewhere in that area. They have a few kids, but I remember when their kids were all really young, and now Taryn's 17. So I hope Taryn had a great birthday. I missed a birthday on the weekend, and I'm so sad I missed it. It was Bruce McKinnon's birthday on the weekend, and I know he celebrated a milestone birthday. I don't know what milestone it was. Was it 40? I don't know. Anyway, Bruce, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I saw that you had posted a cartoon that somebody had done mocking you, as I know cartoonists like to do. Well, mocking's not really probably the right word, but you know, teasing each other. But it was your birthday on Saturday, April 24th, and I want to send out a big shout out to you, and I want to let everyone know that the Bruce and Jay show will still be going on virtually, and it has been. And you, Bruce and Jay, you guys have done an amazing job. You've been at the pub to do your show. You've been doing it out of your home. You have pivoted all over the place during this pandemic, and we've really appreciated it. And Bruce and Jay did a special video that we included in my parents' 50th anniversary that I will forever be grateful for. So Bruce, I hope you had an awesome birthday. I told Peggy I was sending this shout out to you, so I hope you watch it. 2 anniversaries. It is Brenda and Jerry Redmond's 48th wedding anniversary. I don't know if I met Jerry, but I met Brenda at our 25th high school reunion. She's just like her daughter Kimmy, a sweetheart. And I see pictures of Jerry and Brenda all the time, and they seem like young lovebirds. So God love ya. I hope you had a wonderful anniversary. It is also Chris and Jennifer's anniversary. Not their wedding anniversary, but they've been together for 17 years, and they posted a picture of them meeting when they were just young, and they're in Ontario, and I met them through my friend Barb. So Chris and Jennifer, I hope you are having a wonderful anniversary. So, talked about the lockdown. I had a lovely chat, a video chat with my friend Jen. She also lives alone, so I did reach out right away to a couple of my friends that live alone. I was really happy that Dr. Strang and Premier Rankin spoke about people living alone, and that they could in fact have 1 or 2 people that they still had. They're getting much stricter with the number of people we are with, but luckily for me, it's been Paul and Anita. I did expand that slightly before lockdown, but of course with lockdown that changed. So Paul and Anita will still be my people, and of course my dog Roxy. Well, not my dog, but I think of her as my dog too. So I'm really glad about that. But I checked in with my friend Jen. She works for CRA, and it's interesting because she does investigations. And I actually don't even know her job title, but she told me 2 cute stories that I wanted to share that her niece M, she calls her M, but Emily, like something that happened between them. So one was Jen had actually bought a dress before the pandemic that she had hoped to wear to work, but of course never got a chance because we got locked down back in March 2020. And she showed it to her family, and Em said, "Oh my goodness, you could get married in that dress." And the dress is not white, it's purple, but it got the seal of approval from Emily, so that's great. And the second story that Jen shared with me is that Emily was talking about, after we got locked down here in HRM, on the weekend, Jen was talking to Emily about her schedule for school, and she was showing her calendar and what she had scheduled for the week. And then she said, "Well, what do you have scheduled, like Aunt Jen? Like, what's your schedule look like?" So she talked to her a bit about her schedule, and she said, "You know what? It must be hard being a detective." And based on what Jen told her she did, she has determined that she's a detective. And you know what? She's a smart cookie, because really, a lot of what she does is very much like detective work. So, thanks, Jen, for the chat. It was really lovely. I'm going to check in with my family now, and I hope that you are all doing as well as you can. We're going to get through this again, Nova Scotia. We've done it before. We can do it again. And what else do I have to say? I guess my usual. Take good care of yourselves. Take good care of others. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.